The reason why I decided to come out here today and make this video is because I saw the foolishness that was Kyra and AJ and I didn't like it. Hello everyone, I am Emerald Louu. This is my channel on YouTube and I'm so happy to see you. Let's talk about Ready to Love. So I've been watching Ready to Love but not talking about it. But this episode made me want to do a video because I have questions. Started watching it. I saw the last few episodes. I saw the other people that were eliminated. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to start here on this episode in reference to past situations that have happened. So in this episode of Ready to Love, it opens with Uncle Tommy and the girls are gathering at the table. And basically Uncle Tommy says, close your eyes, think about the person that's your top. And you're not going on a date with them. The assignment that he had for the ladies was for them to think of the guy that they would least be attracted to, and that would be the guy that they will go on a date with. Because like he said, hey, something's not right because y'all keep picking the same guys and y'all are single. And I forgot who was like, oh wow. But you know, the ladies was like, well, but somebody was like, okay, that could make a little sense, you know. So he lets them go, and this is the assignment. The first person that we see who did not do the assignment the right way, she did not follow the instructions, she did not know what she was doing, she failed. Because he said the person you would least go on a date with, not your second choice, Alexis. So Alexis goes on a date with Ron, they're playing putt-putt. And it's kind of weird because it's like, Ron's not her number one, but she wants to be Ron's number one. This show is too much. Then we see Amber. Amber knew the assignment. Amber knew what she was doing because she paid attention to the instructions. Amber goes out on a date with AJ. And she says, you know, you give a little arrogant vibe, like the ladies gotta chase you, like you don't do no work, and if you want to be with me, you gotta chase me. And he asks her, so who's your top? And she says, Chris and somebody with a J in their name. Either it was Jason or Joel, I might be wrong. So, okay. And he was like, dang, I'm not even in there. She's like, no, because I mean, we ain't talked. We haven't spoken. You haven't talked to me. I mean, hello. And he was like, sometimes confidence can be seen as arrogance. Yes, I can understand. But then again, if you're giving off not way too confident, but sometimes there's confidence in yourself and sometimes there's arrogance. And she said you was giving off arrogance. So she thought you were arrogant and she didn't want to talk to you. Then we see Chris and Chrysanthemum and Chris, who's the guy from the past season that they gave a second chance to. And this day, she ain't feeling him. You know, it is what it is. She ain't feeling Chris. He threw out there, he's feeling a 70-30 vibe, and she was like, aha, okay. And I was also like, I don't know where you're getting that from. And he said that they never really had a conversation before because when he tried to talk to her, did he say she walks away or he didn't get anything back? So that he had let it go. But then I was like, oh, but let's see where it's going to go. This show is like, what? Okay, yeah, let's see how this day goes. But what do you... Okay. Amber goes on another date. Amber goes on a date with Joel. So they're on their date and Joel gives her a kiss on the cheek. She's enjoying the date. I'm really mad that I didn't make notes because I thought everything was stick in my brain. Amber and Joel's date, she said, okay. Amber said that they have the chemistry and there's the physical attraction, but they never really had a conversation or a date. So that's when, you know, you saw their vibe and they were vibing. And it was cute and I liked it. And at the end, he was like, oh, remember you said if the date goes well, you're going to give me a kiss. And she was like, okay, yeah, I did say that. So she gives him a kiss on the cheek. But it was cute. It was a cute little date, you know. Oh, but before I forget, I appreciate Joel for asking her, I mean, you don't have any kids. I'm an old man that got 2 kids, is it? I think he has 2 or 3 kids. And you're young. And when he said that, it was like he was letting her, he gave her that opportunity to think about if this is really what you want. And I appreciated that. Not saying that guys out here ain't giving people that opportunity, but sometimes they just be like, oh, I like you, I want to be with you, let's do this. Not being like, okay, now you know I have all these kids, are you okay? Because she doesn't need to be with him. And she was like, oh, I like kids. And I'm like, no, 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 no. Amber, don't do it. I'm not saying she can't give Joel a chance, but I mean, she is 31. It's not like she's 21. So, okay, let's keep that in mind. She's older. So this wouldn't be something where it's like, because she's not a little teenager or a young girl. She's 31. And I don't know how old Joel is, but he said you wouldn't catch him with talking to a 31-year-old, which has me like, all these men are either 41, 46. I don't even think any of them are in their 30s. Probably there's a 39 in there, but Liz and Jason. Now, okay, we know Jason wasn't paying no attention to Liz until the last episode when she came in that red dress that was showing the slit off at the boobage, and her boobage was popping out. And everyone was complimenting her because she looked good. Let's rewind. Jason was also the same guy that was talking to somebody. He was standing outside talking to someone. And then I don't remember who. I want to say Kyra. Somebody walked in and he was like, oh, ho, ho, hey, how you doing? And oh my God, you look good. And da, 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 da. And it was like, so you forgot you was talking to somebody else. How you just like, oh, excuse me now. That's him. So the fact that all of a sudden he has all his attention on Liz. And let me be honest. I feel like he was doing way too much. Now, Liz is an adult. And she liked it. It's about boundaries. Now, me, I would have been like, I mean, let's just get to know each other. How about that, okay? Let's keep the kissing for later. She hasn't even kissed her number 1. But here this boy, he kissing her, holding her face, kissing her. The note sitting at the table, he was kissing her. And he just want to. You know that song? I just want to. I just want to. That's what he wants to do. I don't think he likes Liz for real. I think he saw her in a different light. He was like, oh, she fine. And now all of a sudden he like, well, I want to jump on it. Jump on it. Let's do it. Ride it. I'm going to give you an alto. I'm not giving you a soprano. He wanted her to ride that pony. That's what I got from that. I was like, sir, you're doing too much. I don't like it. Like, she's a grown woman. She's allowed to do what she wants to do. But I just felt like that man was doing too much. And the way he kept throwing himself onto her. And I mean, one kid, like, okay, let's go back, right? Joel and Amber. Joel asked Amber if he could get a kiss. She was like, okay, you can get one. And then she said, and if by the end of the date, I'm satisfied, I'll give you another one. That's not what Jason did. All of a sudden you want me. All of a sudden you want your lips all up on my lips. And now you want to claim me. Now you see me differently. Hello. I'm the same chick that was here before. Kyra sprayed AJ to everyone as the worst date. Make him sound like he was a broke man. Like he ditched her. And he was so messed up. And now all of a sudden it's like, so what happened? You sprayed dude, made him look like he ain't, and made him look like a sucker. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh, you want a second chance? Now you guys are on a date, and I see something. I could see you and I walking out of here like, yeah, we ready to love, and this and this and that. And it's like, She's the type of person that if you're friends with them, she'll make you not like the guy because she'll make him sound so horrible just for her to get back with him. I don't like that. And as a guy, AJ, I couldn't trust a woman who, off of a miscommunication or an error between the two of you, which came up on this episode, that he has a problem with communication, and Kyra said they have an issue with communication, which was obvious in the episode where you exposed him that there was an issue with communication, which caused you not to like him for that time being. So now all of a sudden it's like, I couldn't. You talking bad about me to these other girls, trying to make them not like me, trying to make it seem like I'm a scrub, like I ain't got no money, like I just ditched you, like I just made you pay for the date, like I ain't none. And now all of a sudden you want me to give you, oh no. Oh no. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. It was so irritating because it was like, so what was the point, Kyra? What was the point? If you had just said, oh, I know him. We went on a couple of days. That's crazy. You feel me? But you was pissed because you said, oh, he was the worst date ever. And I think even the way you explained it was not making any sense because you said you left the card on the table when you came back, the card was still on the table or something like that. But that, y'all could have just talked it out and then still been dating. But then there's a problem with communication. The last and final date we see this episode is Vernasia and Diedrich. What was going on with Diedrich? But he was being really weird because I was like, sir, what are you talking about? Sir, why are you acting like this? Sir, are you okay? Sir, what is the issue? Sir, can you act a little normal? Oh man, you give me pressure now. Oh, you making me nervous now. I lost my appetite, but I can walk you to the car. What's the definition of man? No, that's not a definition of man. Is that it, right? So then the ladies meet up the ladies' lounge. They meet at the ladies' lounge. The ladies meet at the ladies' lounge with Uncle Tom, me. Okay, and they're talking. So let's talk about it, right? This whole number one thing is turned into this beef, this drama, this catty stuff, because Chrysanthemum and Alexis were both feeling Ron, and they were both on Ron's list, but Alexis is the number one on his list. But then Chrysanthemum said, think what you want to think, boo, because that's not what he be telling me. When he talked to me, that's not what he says to me. And Alexis was just throwing shots like, you know, I'm the number one. And it's like, oh my God, are we about to do this right now? Like, seriously? This is a little extra. The ladies, the girls are fighting. I don't even know if I said that right. So then Kyra's talking about her date with AJ. As you guys already know, I'm annoyed by this. She was like, it went from the worst date to the best date. And I said, girl, bye. Kyra, wait. Girl, shut up. Shut up, Kyra. Shut up. You said this man was the worst date, and all of a sudden he's the best date. Oh, that was lobster. And what she said? And it was them. And ooh, ah, ah, ooh. Shut up. You still tried that man. If you're going to try somebody, leave them in the dust. But don't try somebody and all of a sudden dust them off and then be like, okay, now we're all good. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. And Kyra, we call that somewhat. What's somewhat? Jason, Liz, and Kyra. Kyra over here gushing about AJ and how, oh, it's the best day. And oh my God, we're moving along. Then Liz says, oh, you know, me and Jason, we went on a date and, you know, he was kissing on me. And Kyra's like, I thought me and Jason were at a good place, but to hear how his date with Liz went, I don't know anymore. I don't like this. It's not that I don't like this show. This show is kind of annoying in a sense. I could never be on this show. I like Timothy, but Timothy likes Chanel more than me. Where does that leave me? Okay. I couldn't do the show. They asked about the guys, And I think the first guy, Vernasia, talks about her date with Dietrich. And everybody was running down like, yeah, you know, it's a vibe. That was somebody else. Chris. So then they were talking about Chris. Yes, Chris. They were talking about Chris, and Amber was like, okay, since y'all want to throw Chris out there, I'm going to throw out AJ. And Kyra was like, what? And then she's like, well, I gave y'all Chris, so I'm going to say AJ. And then she says some stuff about AJ, about him being a little playboy. And everybody else was like, yeah. And Alexis was like, yeah. Because I was talking to AJ. Well, I had a conversation with him and something like that. And it was just like, Kyra was so mad. So I guess the basis of the show is, if it's supposed to be we're looking for love, I guess it's the last 4 people standing or something like that, or the last 2 people standing. But then it's like, so if I connect with Timothy, and I really like Timothy, but I'm not feeling the other guys, they could eliminate me just because I don't like them like that. And the only person I like is Timothy, and I don't like all the other dudes. So then all of a sudden I'm not ready to love because I don't like y'all like that, and the guy I like is this one. So basically I have to make everybody like me to stay in the game. Everybody has to like me. Oh, and Kyra gonna say, oh, I'm very protective of AJ. No, you're not. You're gonna spray him again when your communication issues continue to come up. Alexis meets with AJ, and then Kyra meets with Dietrich. Kyra, again, you're not following the assignment. You are failing the assignment. At this point, you're failing the class, okay? Because were you not supposed to eliminate AJ, or was that not the plan? Because I thought you went there to eliminate AJ. But because AJ was feeling all up on your hands doing his playboy thing. Remember, y'all say he was a little playboy, and he put them playboy moves on you, Alexis. AJ put them playing moves on you, Alexis, and you forgot your assignment. You forgot what you was there to do. You was being all mushy, gushy, wushy. I think she said, I guess you are ready to love, or something like that. And I'm like, so was she supposed to eliminate him or not, y'all? And Kyra lets Dietrich go. And it was like, okay. But that's the other thing, like, but with him, I guess nobody vibed with him. But this show is kind of like, in a sense, like, so you have to be able to connect with all the guys so that you can stay in the game. And then the guys have to connect with all the girls to stay in the game. But then you get called a playboy like AJ. So which one is it? Is it you have to be friendly with everyone? I think that's one of the things that Alexis says to AJ was, you give the same energy to all the girls, so nobody really knows where they stand with you. But if you're like Dietrich and you're shy, but I don't think anybody liked Dietrich though. But let's say Dietrich had one person he was vibing with, but he was shy with other girls, and then we have AJ who's really friendly to all the girls, and he's giving them all a chance. How do you win in this situation? So that was my take on this past episode. Like I said, I was watching the show, but seeing how Kyra and AJ was, it irritated me. So I had to hop on camera or on the phone and record this because I really want to know, like, am I bugging? Like, if a girl make you look whack in front of other people, is that not trash? I feel like that's very trash. To make me look stupid and call me out just to be like, I've been had my eyes on you. You've been my top 3. So why you ain't act accordingly? Well, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video if you enjoy my content. Subscribe to the channel and comment down below your opinions on this episode of Ready to Love, with the mess and the drama that's about to come. I thank you guys for coming and stopping by to my channel. I'm Emerald Louu, and I'm out. Peace.